Hi everybody, welcome to Craft Drawer. So I made a crocheted poncho. I never made a poncho before. This is for a girl, probably between the ages of, I want to say 7, 8, 9 years old. You can adjust the sizes for this pattern. It's kind of almost like a granny square stitch if you look at it closely enough. So what I did is I used a free pattern, and I took this pattern from Yarn Inspiration's website. I'll put a link in below for you to take a look at it, but what I wanted to mention is that I was having a little problem with the pattern, so I had to go on YouTube and find a pattern and watch the person do this, just because so I can get the hang of how to turn the stitches and doing a couple of other extra things just to make this pattern fit the person that I wanted to go to. And as you can see in the pattern that I found that was a free pattern, that one was using two different colors of yarn. I decided to use one solid color for the main. This is a Bernat yarn. I'll put down the yarn that I used in the link below also. And then I edged it with a white or winter white color, and I also added a string so that they could tie it and use it for making it a little more fit around the neck or loosening it up to get it on and off their head. This is for a little girl, and again, I made it in a solid color. It's a kind of a off blue turquoise color, and I'm going to switch and let you see the YouTube pattern that I followed, just so you can get an idea in between this, and then I'll come right back and talk about the steps I took to make this pattern. I also wanted to mention that with this poncho, I used a USH8 crochet hook, but you can use the one needed to obtain gauge. And I used possibly about 2 skeins of yarn. It didn't take a lot of yarn, and then I used a little bit of yarn for the edging and for the tie up top. So I'll provide some suggestions for that, and then you can take a look and see what you need for the size. You can make this, this Yarn Inspirations pattern is one size to fit child 8 to 10, but there are some toddler sizes and some smaller sizes for, little girls that are 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, 7 years old also to fit. And I'll leave some of that information for you so that you can find out how to make this in the right size for your little one. Okay, so now that you know a little bit more about the pattern, you can tell that it is worked in one piece from the neck down. So you kind of, what I was doing was making a chain and then joining the chain with a slip stitch to form a ring, and then working down the pattern so that it makes this triangle look for a poncho. It's fairly easy to make. I could do this one in a short amount of time, and it makes a really cute gift. I'm going to see if I can make another color one with different, maybe just using 2 or 3 different colors in the poncho itself, the base of the poncho, and then maybe trying a scalloped edge on the end of it also. I'm going to leave a couple of notes below so that you can get some hints and ideas for the poncho, but I also will leave the link of how I crocheted the poncho and the patterns and the YouTube video that you can watch in order to take a look at this better and get and learn how to make one for yourself. And there are lots of free patterns in this stitch or in other stitches too that you can use if you don't want the holes. You know, you can see that it's got more of a granny square hole or look to it. So if you don't want that and you want something that's more solid or more colorful, I have some patterns to suggest that you can take a look at. And if you don't want the string, or maybe add some pom-poms on the bottom of the strings, or make it a thicker string, whatever you like to do to adjust the poncho and make it your own. So take a look and let me know what you think. And then, like I said, I'll link to, just besides just this pattern, I'll link to other patterns that are free, and maybe a couple of paid patterns if you want to take a look at those and find out what type of yarns work best. You don't want to do a real heavy yarn, maybe something lightweight for spring, or something soft, because it's, you know, if you're making it for maybe a toddler or a little girl, but you want to make sure that you have a yarn that you can wash, you know, because you remember kids are wearing this, and it has to be durable enough for them also. So here's some links to the pattern. You'll check them out below. And again, I'm going to make another one, so maybe I'll share that with you in the future. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.